Hey guys, what's up? ShaneLook38 here, and I know I haven't made a video in a really long time, but I'm about to start making a ton of videos. And, this video is kind of a debut of the new genre that's going to be, my channel is going to be based on, and that is command blocks. I'm just in love with command blocks right now. In like the past week or two, I have learned basically nearly everything about them. And, I never thought I was going to know anything about command blocks. But, besides that, let's get right into today's video because it is awesome. So today I've created a custom mob using command blocks, and that mob is called a Seeker. Now, they only have one function, and that function is to kill players. As you can see, they are quite fast, so they are really good at doing that. They also have a detection radius of 10, and you can see when it locks onto me, it's just going to fly right at me and kill me. Now, it's worth mentioning that a Seeker can only be killed using a bow and arrow, because if you were even able to damage it with a sword, it would kill you before you were even able to get a second hit on it. So, yeah, you can't hurt them at all with swords. You just have to use your bow and arrow. Now, I'm going to show you that they can maneuver up mountainous terrain really well. As you can see, it's chasing me right now. I'm going to try to run away. And boom! Now when I look behind me, it's already right there and just blows me up. It's pretty awesome. Where did my stuff go? Here we go. Now, looks like it's getting a little dark, so let me actually set this time to a day. Now, let's see if I can... Alright. Spawn one in, and I'm going to show you what happens when you kill it with a bow, because you're in for a surprise. Oh, no lag. As you can see, when I kill it, it actually drops a gold block. So I think that's really cool. There we go. Killed it again. It's going to just drop a gold block for us. So yeah, that's awesome. Now, it's worth mentioning that because of the snapshot, and if you don't know what a snapshot is an uncompleted version of, the next version to be released from Minecraft. So this 1.8 snapshot, or most, I think all of them have a bug with falling sand, which is what the TNT is that you see, where sometimes it will actually just randomly drop it when it's going, when it's like moving too fast, I think that's what it is. So sometimes it'll just randomly drop it, but that's pretty rare. Now, also, it's worth mentioning, again, that I made a spawner for this thing. Now, there's a problem with the spawner, and that's only because in 1.8, again, there are some bugs, and, the 1.8 snapshots. And one of those is that falling sand, it will not have the ID you actually give it. It will always look like sand. So as you can see, when I spawn this, these look like stone and wood, because they are. But this, even though it's set to spawn, the TNT, it will spawn regular sand, and there's nothing you can do to fix that in this snapshot. Also, it spawns falling sand when it's on an entity, and if you don't know what the entity is that the Seeker is, it's actually a silverfish. It will sometimes just fall right through it and just land on the ground, which is really annoying, and it really shouldn't happen. So I can't wait until they fix that. So let me actually just show you what the spawner looks like. Let me make sure I have this ready. So it's going to be a little bit weird at first. Now, as you see, it spawned one successful one. So I'm going to actually let that one kill me. Now, as you can see, they behave perfectly normally. It says, I was blown up by a Seeker. But as you can see, it's going to act really weird on some other spawns. If I shoot it with a bow and arrow, it should work normally. If I can even hit it, because it moves so fast. Now I'm getting a little bit of the lag thing with the, if you're not in a rendered chunk sometimes, then it can make your arrows behave odd. So now I can't even hit this thing because of that anymore. So let me just kill all the entities. It's actually going to make this one spawn new ones. As you can see, it actually spawned it underground, which, is bad. Just kill every entity. Alright. So, yeah, it would be nice if the spawner worked, but it works fine without that. For now, at least. So let me go over these command blocks. Now, I am going to be getting an editing software pretty soon, which is going to allow me to easily explain all my command block videos and allow you guys to easily recreate these or this in your own world. But unfortunately, I don't have that yet, so I'm just going to have to go over it manually, and that's not going to be the best. You probably aren't going to understand it too well, but I'll try to make it as simple as I can. So this first command block, and this is worth mentioning that it all happens in one tick. So the first thing that happens is it sets any entity with well, that's a silverfish, and it gives it a seeker score of 1 if its name is seeker. And it also gives all 3 entities around it. So it gives it and the Wither Skull, which is riding the thing, which has the name seeker. Because there's 3 things that go into this custom mob. There's a Wither Skull, a Falling Sand TNT, and a silverfish. So it just gives all of those a seeker score of 1. Then this one will basically execute at any silverfish, which is the seeker score of 1, and set any person with in a radius of 1 to have a seeker bomb score of 1. Then this executes anyone with a seeker bomb score of 1, and teleports any seekers, or which is the actual whole entity, -5 or -1,500. If it comes close to it, because it only does that, you know, if it has a seeker bomb score of 1, which is only true if it's in a radius of 1 from the seeker. Then it will summon a creeper on you, which will blow up immediately, and it has a name of a seeker, which is why it says you were blown up by a seeker. It is actually the whole entity. Now, this will just set any arrow that's in the ground to have an arrow score of 1. This will execute at any arrow that's in the air, and if it's in a 1 block radius from the seeker, it will kill the seeker. Now this just resets anyone who has a seeker bomb score. It resets their seeker bomb. Then this will reset every entity's seeker score. This will reset every entity's, this will kill any entity that's an arrow and has an arrow score of 1, so if it's in the ground. Then this will reset everyone's arrow score. And if you understood that, great. If you didn't, it's my fault, because, you know, I don't have this new editing software yet, which will allow me to easily explain this. I would put the command in the description, but unfortunately, YouTube has some weird HTML formatting codes that go in the back of those, which will mess up the command. So I'm not going to do that. Hopefully I'll get a fix for that soon. Let me just quickly show you the command that actually summons this thing, because it is a really long command. I'm just going to kind of scroll through it slowly, because, I mean, it's pretty hard to explain all of this if you're, you know, even if you have a decent command block of knowledge. There's just so much that goes into this command. But, yeah, it's definitely worth it when you get your seeker out of it, because they're pretty dang cool. As you can see, it's just gonna walk around, you know, blow me up. And who wouldn't want to get blown up in Minecraft? I mean, that's the point. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Expect another one that's gonna come out today or either tomorrow. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's pretty cool. And in fact, in my opinion, it's even cooler than this one. So if you like this one, you're going to look forward to that one. Alright, thanks guys for watching. It means a lot. And I'll see you guys later. Alright, that's about it. Sums up this video. Peace.